Doom Eternal now has Denuvo anti-cheat. Yeah! I love when kernel level software is intrusive on my computer and makes it run unstable. It's fantastic. 10 out of 10. Thank you, Bethesda and id Software. I love you. Skip it up and that up. So Bethesda updated Doom Eternal with Denuvo's anti-cheat software. And it runs at a kernel level because a lot of these cheat makers, their software runs at a kernel level, and people are very unhappy with Denuvo anti-cheat because it's making the game for some people unplayable, and now Doom Eternal is getting review bombed on Steam. No one's happy with Denuvo anti-cheat. Now, people are very angry that Bethesda just kind of threw in this anti-cheat software out of nowhere, and since the patch was released, there's been 3,700 negative reviews posted on Steam. And it's understandable because, just like Modern Vintage Gamer said, it's annoying that when you buy the games, the consumer is the last to know. And I know why they're the last to know, because if people were told that this software was going to be implemented later on when they first bought the game back in March, a lot of people would have second-guessed buying it, or maybe would have bought it on a different platform, and Bethesda and id Software didn't want to lose money. Now, why do people despise anti-cheat software, especially the one like Valorant's using, which is Vanguard, which actually, at least Denuvo, anti-cheat only loads up when you play Doom Eternal. Vanguard, which Valorant uses, loads up as soon as you start your PC. And since these anti-cheat softwares run at a kernel level, which is the most privileged level to run at on your computer, if there's some kind of issue or instability issue, it can completely hose your PC. Totally just like blue screen of death. Can't even go into safe mode. You'll have to reinstall Windows. If you're running some kind of really high-end software to maybe have your fans run at certain speeds, or you're using it to cool off your GPU because you have it overclocked, there's an off chance that this anti-cheat software, this Vanguard anti-cheat software and software like it, could actually make that software that you're using to overclock your GPU and maybe make your fans run at a higher speed to keep it cool, that it could make those pieces of software stop working and it could make your computer overheat. That's extreme. It doesn't happen often, but it could. So this is the issue that people have with these kernel level pieces of software running on their computers, because it could make them unstable. And it allows these companies that you shouldn't trust to have full access to your PC. And you can't say that they aren't going to do anything, because I have proof that there are unethical people or shady people that work at these companies that have used this kernel level access to take advantage of their customers' computers. In 2013, there is the ESEA anti-cheat software, which again is always working on your computer at a kernel level. As soon as you start up your computer, that software is running. One of the developers there put malware on the customers' computers that were using this anti-cheat software to run in the background so he could use their graphics processors to mine Bitcoin. And this shady developer from the ESEA made about $4,000 with this scheme. He finally got caught, and the ESEA donated the money to the American Cancer Society and apologized for it. But just because these people work at a corporation, it doesn't mean that every one of them has high moral compass and they're not going to do something shady. Here's proof right here that it can happen. This guy had a Bitcoin mining scheme because he put malware through the ESEA software, and he was trying to make money off his customers' backs. Now, the thing that cracks me up about Denuvo in general, I remember when it originally was DRM software. It's what it still is now. And they were saying, oh, it's uncrackable. You can't crack Denuvo. And people still find a way around it and found a way to pirate the games. I always remember they were so braggadocious and arrogant, saying Denuvo is uncrackable, and people found, look, if someone creates a piece of software, there's going to be someone out there that's going to find a way around it. If a human created it, another human who's just as smart or even smarter is going to find a way to get around anti-piracy software. Now, when it comes to anti-cheat software, look, I hate cheating as much as the next guy, especially because I'm not a hardcore gamer And I don't have all the time in the world. So when I go play a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 or whatever game, Paladin, so on and so forth, I want to know that I have a fair shot. I'm not great at them, but I'm not terrible. And I want to know that if I lost because I suck, not because there's some loser on the other side of the game or the other person I'm playing against. He has some piece of software in his computer that gives him an aimbot or something like that. I hate that. But having these intrusive pieces of software on there that allow these developers to have access to your computer, like the highest level of access to your computer, is dangerous. And what happened with that developer from the ESEA, where he was using customers' computers to Bitcoin mine for him, is proof of that. If you give human beings, unfortunately, are shady by nature. We can't just blindly trust people because, oh, we work for a corporation. Trust us. We won't screw you over. Seriously? We want to go down that rabbit hole? I'll put on my Alex Jones tinfoil hat. Justin Bieber! I don't know what the solution is because people are always going to try to cheat, and I agree they shouldn't, and we need to find a way to fix that. But allowing these corporations and these software development companies to basically fully take over our computers and trust them not to do something unethical, I just prove that they will. And beyond that, it makes computers run unstable. Now, I just tried Doom Eternal on my PC. It's fully updated, and it ran perfectly fine. But you may have a different experience, especially on PC. Every single person's hardware is different. And if now, because you're forced to use Denuvo anti-cheat software, this game you spent $60 on will no longer run, that's unfair to the customer, Bethesda. And fine, if you wanted to implement this from the get-go, you need to let the customers know, or say you found out people were cheating and you're like, oh man, we need to put some kind of anti-cheat software in there. You need to say from the beginning, look, if we have a lot of people cheating in our game, we may implement this software and give people the heads up because it may change their purchasing decisions. And yes, that sucks for you, less profit, but you can't just blindside the customer who trust you to give them a quality product and then just expect them to be okay with it when now this software you're forcing them to take may make the game run unstable that they spent their hard-earned money on. This is not the way it should work. I hate cheating as much as the next guy, but we have to figure out a better solution. And to be honest, I don't know what that solution is. I don't have an answer, and I don't know what we can do to safely stop cheaters from cheating in games. Because once people start cheating in a game, it makes it unplayable, and I can't stand that either. But this kind of software, this ain't the answer. This is unacceptable as well. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
He's on loose! He's on loose!
Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.